Hey, welcome to CJTV, the show that helps you get the most for your money so you can get the most from your Jeep. And what can help you get more use from your Jeep than a iHood battery heated jacket? I'll explain in this video why this is going to help you get more use from your Jeep. I'll show you some of its attributes, how they work, and then if you're interested in the tip segment, I have a really good discount code, so stick around. So many times I'll read posts on some Jeep Facebook groups or on the Jeep forums of people saying, I just want to squeeze one more day of the fall to drive the Jeep around topless. Well, having a 12-volt battery heated jacket will help you in a situation like that. Sure, you could put the heater on, but if your doors and the tops are off, that heat's just going to fly away. Where this 12-volt battery heated jacket is up against you, and it'll help you keep warm should the weather turn cold on you when you're having a nice ride. So this is something that would be useful in the fall or in the spring in a scenario like that. Also, for those of you who like to go camping and you're sitting by the campfire, the front is warm, but this jacket has 3 zones. There's a back, a front, and even a neck zone that has individual buttons that you can turn on or off. So in the situation where you're around a campfire, you can have the front heated zone off and just have the back on. I really like the heated neck feature as well. Now, I'm not saying a jacket like this is a good winter jacket replacement. For the severe winter temperatures that we have here in Canada and the northern states, a full-on proper winter coat and winter gear would be more appropriate. I'm talking more like in the spring or the fall where you might go out in your Jeep and it'll be really nice weather and then there's a chill at night and you don't want to lug around a big winter coat for just a scenario like that. The Jeep's storage space is limited enough as it is. But a jacket like this is small in size but big in function because when you turn on the heaters, it gives you that little extra comfort that'll help you when the weather turns. We'll have a close look at the jacket, but right away I'm going to tell you I really like the button feature here because there's 3 buttons for the 3 zones, the front, the back, and the neck, and they have 3 available temperature settings, high, medium, and low. And the lights will show you those based on the color, and there's another button to turn off the lights if you didn't want the lights showing. It's got fantastic zippers that are waterproof and they're YKK zippers, so they're really good quality. The stitching is great. There's Velcro straps along the sleeves. The hood can zip on or off. Now, one thing I did notice about a jacket like this is if you're wearing a fleece sweater or something, you're not going to feel the temperatures up against you so much. You'll be warm, but you're not going to feel it as much as if you had, say, just a t-shirt on underneath. At first I thought I'd have to keep it on the high setting just to feel it, but when I was using this jacket, when I was cleaning out the garage, it did get really hot, so I'm glad that it has the feature where you can control the temperature from high, medium, or low. Looks like it's starting to rain, so I should let you know this jacket also is waterproof. You can have a look here. You can see how the raindrops are just beating on the jacket, so it does give you a little bit of weather protection, and the hood is kind of stylish with their logo on the top. I kind of like it. And you can see the back section of the jacket has that little flap that comes down that does give you a little extra protection, and during the rain the water would just run off of that instead of getting your pants wet. And if you didn't want that, it just zips right up, and if you didn't want the hood, it just zips right off. So I think this is a really nice all-purpose, all-weather jacket that's gonna just give you a little bit more comfort in those scenarios like I described. And I think the styling is pretty nice.
The jacket arrives wrapped in plastic, but as you open it, you realize that the jacket itself is in a nice carrying case, as you can see right here. There's the charging brick for the battery, and as you unfold the jacket, there's the battery. First impressions of this jacket are pretty good, especially when you realize it's machine washable. I ran the jacket exclusively on high and the battery lasted for about 4 hours. The package says 8, so perhaps if you run it on low, it can last that long. A small zipper on the left side of the jacket shows you where there's a pocket where the battery will be stored, and inside that pocket is a USB cable that has a little protective cap on top that you just remove to attach the battery. By plugging the charging brick into the wall and then into the battery, the number on the screen represents the percent full of the battery, and you could cycle through some values by pressing on this button. The first number would be the percent. The next number is the number of volts being pumped out by the battery, and then the draw on the battery based on what zones are currently operating. And as you can see here, the jacket can fold nicely away in the provided carrying bag, and it can store nicely underneath the seat in the Jeep, so it's out of the way when you don't need it, and it's where you can find it when you do. And if you're interested in something like this, stick around for the tip segment because I have a very good discount code. Now for some cheaper Jeeper tips. So if you think having a product like this will be helpful, head over to the iHood website. I have a link in the description to the jacket that I've talked about in this video. You could pick between 1 and 2 batteries. You have to pick a size. They have a handy chart here that even shows you what to measure, and then once you've decided on the size that you want, you could go to the checkout and you could see here there's a special spot for the discount code. Just type in CJTV 15 off and that's going to get you 15% off your purchase.
Hey, that's it for this week's episode of CJTV. I hope that you found it interesting. And if you did, how about giving the video a thumbs up? And if you're new to the channel, feel free to hit that subscribe button and the alert bell so you'll be notified when the next video is released. Until the next time, I'm Dino for CJTV. Be well, stay safe, take care.